好，各位参会的同学，大家好，欢迎大家在今晚和我们一起走进复旦。那么今天晚上呢，我们的招生说明会大概分为两个部分。第一部分呢，6点到7点是我们一个中文授课项目的一个介绍，然后7点到8点呢会是我们英文授课项目的一个介绍。那么6点和7点的这个中文项目的介绍呢，将由我是外国留学生工作处负责研究生招生的陈一鸣老师。旁边这位呢是我们的负责本科生招生的郑超然老师，我们两个共同为大家来做这个介绍。那么这一个小时介绍呢，主要分为一个招生项目和政策的一个介绍。另外呢，后面是有一个学生分享的环节，如果时间足够的话，那么我们后面还会有一个Q&A 环节。好，那么这个中文授课项目的介绍呢，主要分为4个部分。第一个部分呢是关于复旦的一些基本情况的介绍，第二部分呢是本科生的一个培养及招生，接下来是一个研究生招生的项目的一个介绍，最后是我们一个校园生活的介绍。我不知道大家因为线上的这个会议啊，不知道大家是在中国的境内还是境外来参加我们的这个会议啊？那么为什么大家会选择中国呢？我们国家呢有着5000年的悠久的文化历史，是4大文明古国之一。然后地大物博，南北的气候啊，然后文化差异也比较大，有着多元的文化，有着很强的一个包容性。那么北京呢是我们的一个首都，我们也称它为帝都。然后它有着北京天安门，然后是我们的一个政治中心，对吧？然后那我们在的上海呢，它是我们的国家的一个经济中心，也被称为我们的一个魔都啊。所以我们是在上海，我们复旦还是在上海，它是我们的中国的一个经济、金融、贸易以及航运科创的一个中心。那标志性建筑呢，大家平常在一些影视上面都会看到，比如说我们的东方明珠啊，这些标志性的建筑、外滩啊，还有一些这些比较著名的一些景象嘛，对吧？那么我们复旦大学呢，建于1905年，至今呢已经有100多年的历史了，是我们中国人自主创办的第一所的高等院校。然后我们学校是一个综合性的大学，我们有着文理医等各方面的多方面的一个学科交叉。规模方面的话，我们本科生和研究生加起来已经有近5万人的一个规模。然后呢，留学生方面呢，每年大概会有来自130多个国家，将近7000多人次来我们学校就读。据数据统计呢，我们的校友呢已经有30多万的校友，其中呢留学生的校友呢已经有5万多名。那么我们院系方面这边的设置呢，本科生项目呢我们有80个专业左右，然后硕士和博士有200多和100多的博士专业，然后基本上这些专业呢，大部分都是向留学生可以开放的。我们一共有35个院系，然后有着18所的附属医院，还有着112所跨学科的研究中心。那么在老师方面呢，我们还有着59位中国科学院和工程的院士。这个科学院和工程的院士呢，是我们中国顶尖的一些科学的学者。然后我们还有着每年有着6000家的访问学者。在学科方面的话，我们有21个学科是排在前1%的，然后其中有7个呢还是位列世界的前1/1000。我再来把它们列举一下：化学、就像材料科学、临床医学、药理学与毒理学、生物学与生物化学、分子生物与遗传学、环境与生态学。如果对这些专业感兴趣的同学啊，非常欢迎来报考我们的学校。呃，我们学校呢还在一些顶尖的期刊上，每年呢都会有相关的一些学术文章的一些发表，比如说大家都能知道的《Cell》、《Nature》和《Science》，每年都会有累计起来一共十几篇的发表，这也是我们的发表的一个数量的一个显示啊。那么我们还有5个国家方面的重点实验室，分别是基因工程啊、应用表面物理、医学方面，然后电子，然后一些生物方面的实验室。我们还有一个国家应用数学中心，那么还有2家国家的临床研究中心和一个国家制造业的创新中心。在世界排名方面呢，我们学校一直是排在世界前列的。从右边这个图表上可以看到，我们毕业生的 就业竞争力方面，我们排在29，也是在居于领先的。我们作为一个综合性的国际性的大学，那么我们学校与全球46个国家和440多所的高校我们都建立有合作协议。知名的高校，比如说大家都有耳熟能详的，比如说哈佛啊、耶鲁啊、剑桥这些大学。那么师生的话，每年出国的话，我们是在8000多的一个人次。然后在校生，本科生为例我们的交流比例超过了60%，就是说60%的本科生呢，他在校的时候都是会有出国海外交流的这么一个机会的。那么这个学生呢，我这边要说明一下的是，这个学生是包括中国是所有的学生，包括中国学生和留学生在一块的这么一个数据。我们还举办了很多的著名的一些论坛，比如说上海论坛，比如说浦江科学大师论坛。我们还是一些重要的组织的一些创始成员，比如说 U21或者是环太平洋大学联盟等等。下面来介绍一下我们的校区。我们的校区呢，主体分为4个校区。这张图呢表现出了2个校区，上面呢是我们的邯郸校区，下面是我们的江湾校区。邯郸校区呢以前是我们的主校区，也是我们老校区。那么我们一些文科类的院系，比如说中文系国务国际关系与公共事务学院、新闻学院这些都在我们的本部，就是邯郸校区里面。那么江湾校区呢，是我们2005年左右建立的一个新的校区，从图面就可以看出它的环境非常优美。然后整体的建筑呢，基本上都是以欧式建筑为主的。院系呢，主要集中在一些理科的院系，比如说生物、化学、数学这些院系呢，都在我们的一个江湾校区。这边呢是我们的一个枫林校区和张庄校区。枫林校区呢，就是我们的医学院。那么和医学相关的一些院系基本上都在这个里面，比如说临床医学院、基础医学院、工卫等等我们还和很多，就前面说的，我们还和很多著名的医院是有联系的。我们有18所的附属的医院，然后呢，我们的医学生呢都可以在医院里面得到一个很好的一个实习的一个机会。那么下图是我们的张江校区。张江校区它目前正在修缮，目前是药学院在里面。那么预计在不久的将来呢，它会建立成一个高科技的一个中心。这张图呢展示了我们4个校区在我们那个上海的一个所有的一个位置。我们是一个一体两翼的一个布局然后右图展现的是我们虽然是有点距离，但是呢我们各个校区之间我们有不同的shuttle bus，就是校间的公共汽车，我们可以免费搭乘。好，那下面是我们的本科生的培养部分，我们超爱老师来。
好，大家好。那接下来呢，由我来介绍我们学校的一个本科生的一个培养体系。那复旦大学呢，对于本科生实行的是这个通识教育的培养体系。那什么叫通识教育呢？这个顾名思义，就是我们希望我们的学生能够有各个方面的知识的积累。那每一个本科新生，不管你是学什么专业，你都是需要在我们图上的这个7大模块的核心课程当中里面的每一个模块当中要修满一定的学分。那这个7大模块，大家也可以看到，包括了文史哲社会科学、生态、艺术等等涵盖了各个方面的知识。那同时呢，我们的通识教育的另一个组成部分就是我们的书院教育。那复旦大学呢有5个书院分别为腾飞、克钦、任重、智德和西德5个书院。那那每一位大一的新生呢，会根据他的专业的大类被分配到不同的书院进行学习和生活。那每个书院呢，它都会有一些比较有特色的这个活动学术活动，比如像导师午餐会、导师沙龙经典研读计划等等。那我们的这个书院教育呢，可以说是我们复旦大学的一个第2课堂它与刚刚的那个7大模块的课程组成了复旦大学的一个通识教育的一个培养体系。那从课程的角度来说呢，复旦大学对于本科生实行的是2+X 的课程体系。那什么是2+X 呢？那这张图也是比较清楚。 那个二，首先是我们的一个通识教育，就是刚刚提到的啊。那第二块就是我们的大类基础课程以及专业核心课程，那这一部分是占了一个很大的比例啊。那接下来呢，就是我们的一个 X，那这个 X 呢，目前是有3个方向，可供选择。首先呢，是一个跨学科的发展路径。那么跨学科的发展路径呢，是针对那些学生啊，比如说他除了对自己学习的专业知识之外呢，他对另外的专业的知识也非常感兴趣啊。那举个例子，比如说你的专业是物理，但是呢，你对新闻的专业也非常感兴趣，那么你可以选择新闻类的专业作为你的第2专业或者一个辅修的学士学位。那在你毕业之后呢，你可以获得2个这样的证书。那第2条路径呢，是我们的专业发展路径。那专业发展路径呢，是针对那些对本专业的知识非常感兴趣，并且非常愿意深入研究的这一类的学生。那他们可以选择专业发展路径啊，通过一些专业进阶的课程来巩固和强化自己的一个专业知识。那同时呢，对于一小部分非常特别优秀的学生呢，也可以挑战我们的荣誉项目。那第3个路径呢，就是我们的创新创业路径。那创新创业路径呢，顾名思义，就是给那些想在就是毕业之后进行创新创业啊，比如说你想发展一个自己的公司那这样的学生你可以选择我们的创新创业路径。那我们学校有一个叫创新创业学院，是专门对这样的学生，可以给这一类的学生进行一些指导和帮助。所以这个是目前我们的 X 的3条路径，那大家呢可以进行自由的选择。那对于这个培养的话，本科生的培养的话，复旦大学的绝大多数的专业呢，留学生外国学生和中国学生是同堂授课也就是在一个教室所有的这些考核毕业的标准都是一样的，和中国学生在一起。那有一些专业呢是相对比较例外。首先呢，我们有3个
Pronto?
留学生单独授课的专业。
Buongiorno, chiamo da Mosca,
一个是
azienda
我
Alta
们的临
Gamma.
床医学6年制的
Noi
MBBS 专
abbiamo
业，
richiesto
第二
una
个是
fattura
我
pro
们的
forma
汉
per
语
un
言的对
ordine
外语文
del
化
letto
方向，
Taormina.
汉语言的对外商务汉语方向。那
Tramite,
这3个专业呢是留学生
sì,
单独授
però
课，
tramite
也就是没
tramite
有中国
trio.
学生啊。
E,
那第
e
2类
da
呢
2
是我们的
settimane
一个
non
英
riusciamo
文
a
授课
ricevere
的
pro
专业，
forma.
英文
Volevo
授课
sollecitare in qualche modo questa cosa, non so quale motivo, perché non so.
你可以把麦清掉，禁掉，可以把麦清掉。
Già
那
sentito tante volte, loro non sanno dire niente, cioè stanno
那
zitti.
个叫 Gleb
È per quello che chiamo direttamente, magari c'è da
请
参会
sollecitare
人员的
qualcuno che
话，把
sa
那个
cosa
麦
sta
关一下。有个叫
succedendo.
GLEB Gleb 的这个同学，或者是参会者，请把你的麦关一下，好吧？谢谢。
好，那第2类呢是我们的一个英文授课的专业，我们有3个英文授课的专业，分别是临床医学6年制的 MBBS，经济学的 UIPE 以及金融学的金融科技方向 GBF。那这3个专业是我们的目前的3个英文授课的专业。那其中的区别呢，大家也可以看出来。那我们的 MBBS 呢，它虽然是英语授课，但是呢是留学生单独授课。那 UIP 跟 GBF 呢，它是有中国学生的那同时呢，复旦大学的本科生也是，可以说对于学有余力的本科生呢，也可以独立的开展一些学术研究活动。那复旦大学呢，有很多的项目，大家可以看到像军政项目、望道项目这些学术资助的平台，那会根据你的研究的课题的不同呢，会给你一些帮助和提供一些资助。那每年呢，也有不少的本科生，包括我们的留学生参与到不同的这些学术研究活动当中。另外，对于我们部分的本科专业呢，我们学校是会与国外的合作院校实行有一个叫双学位的合作项目。那双学位的合作项目呢，是需要你 根据你的第一、第二年的成绩呢，可能你需要自己提出申请，然后呢，会根据你在复旦大学读书期间的成绩以及你的英语的水平以及这个跟国外院校对你的可能有一些考核评判之后，来确定你能否成功申请上我们的双学位项目所以呢，这个是需要大家来申请但是呢，中国学生跟外国学生是有相同的机会去申请好，下面我们讲一下这个本科生的一个招生的政策，这也是今天大家比较关心的一个问题。对于这个招生对象，大家可以看一下，特别是可能有移民背景的或者有华裔背景的学生，那大家需要注意我们的中国教育部的一个规定。那首先呢，主要是这些规定呢，其实主要是针对2类学生。第一类就是说，如果你曾经是中国国籍，后来加入的外国国籍，那你必须要在2020年5月1日前取得外国国籍，并且从2020年5月1日起至2024年4月30日，在国外实际居住2年以上的记录。实际居住2年以上的记录。那同时呢，你也必须要提供注销中国国籍的证明文件然后第2类学生呢，是你出生在国外，并且一出生就具有外国国籍。那这一类学生呢，必须提供在你出生的时候，你的父母双方在国外定居的一个证明。那同时呢，你也需要提供你2020年5月1日至2024年4月30日这4年里有2年在国外居住的一个记录。好，这个就是我们的一个申请的资格的问题。那如果是这2类学生的话，你就必须要符合这样的规定。那下面讲一下申请的时间。那本科的申请的时间呢，是从12月6号已经开始了。那我们的统一入学考试的项目呢，是截止日期是到2024年的2月22号。然后我们的免笔试的项目，以及经济学的 UIPE、临床医学6年制 MBBS 以及金融学的 GBF 这几个项目的申请截止日期呢，是在2024年的3月20日。那申请的步骤呢，都是在网上提交申请网上提交申请，大家不需要把纸质材料寄给我们，也不需要亲自跑到学校来交材料。然后呢，网上提交完申请之后呢，是需要支付报名费800元只有你支付了报名费，那你的申请才算有效然后呢，你就是需要时刻的关注你的网申系统的一个状态的变化，因为呢，如果你的申请的材料，比如说有缺失或者有错误，那我们会给你的申请退回，你需要补充其他的材料。那如果你不关注你的系统和邮箱呢，你可能会错过我们的一些重要的消息。那申请渠道呢，有以下几个，其实刚刚也讲到了，一个是我们的统一入学考试，大部分同学可能还是会通过统一入学考试来申请复旦大学。那统一入学考试呢，是需要参加笔试和面试那笔试的科目呢，根据你的申请的学科，申请的专业不同会有所不同。如果你申请文科的专业呢，你需要考语文、数学、英语3个科目。那如果你是报考理科和医科的专业呢，除了这3个，你还需要考一个物理。那对于我们那个仅对留学生开放的一个汉语言对外的专业呢，你需要考语文和英语就这2门。那如果你能提供 HSK 5级210分及以上呢，你可以免考语文仅参加英语的考试就可以。第2个项目呢，就是我们的免笔试。那免笔试呢，顾名思义就是你不需要参加笔试直接参加面试。但前提条件是，首先你需要提供 HSK 5级210分以上的成绩。第二，你也必须要有我们这边列出的一些国际通用考试的成绩的证书比如 SAT、ACT、IB、A Level 等等，并且要符合你所申请专业的最低要求。我们的网站上已经公布了我们的那个招生简章，以及我们的这个免笔试的资格，大家一定要仔细的看好你所申请的专业，它对应的，比如说它 SAT 的分数是多少请确保你的分数达到我们上面列出的要求，你再提交申请。另外呢，就是我们这个英文授课的项目了 ，UIP、GBF 和 MBBS。那对于这3个英文授课的项目呢，是需要你提供一些你的英文的水平证明，比如托福、雅思Duolingo、PTE 等等，达到一定的分数。当然，如果你能够证明你的高中阶段是全英文授课的，那么你也可以免除这些英文的成绩。另外请注意，就是我们的中文授课的专业统一入学考试和免笔试每一个项目里面呢，你最多可以申请3个专业，并可以申请可以填报最多可以填报3个专业，并且表明是否需要服从调剂。那么各个项目统一入学考试、免笔试、UIP、GBF、MBBS，你不能同时申请你不能同时申请，你只能选择其中一个渠道进行申请。好，那么我们在网上也就跟着我们这个招生简章公布的，还有我们的一个叫网申系统填写和上传材料的说明，里面非常详细的列出了你在网申系统提交的过程当中需要填哪些东西，应该怎么填，然后上传的材料应该是符合什么样的要求，大家一定要仔细的看好之后再去提交申请。那么这个是我们的一个考试的时间的安排。我们今年的这个笔试和面试呢，还是线上的形式进行。那么笔试呢，是在2024年的3月23、24日2天。然后那具体各个科目的考试时间呢，到时候会以网申系统或邮件会另行通知，请大家关注。然后呢，面试的预计是在2024年的4月份4月份。那我们呢会根据笔试成绩来确定入围面试的一个名单，所以请大家到时候关注你的邮件和网申系统那么对于报考免笔试和英文授课项目的学生呢，当然就是直接参加面试就可以了。那另外的申请的材料呢，大家也可以看一下，除了这些常规的像护照、你的高中的完整成绩单、你的高中的毕业证书那如果你是在高中即将毕业还没毕业，即将毕业，你需要提交预计毕业证明。那预计毕业证明呢，需要写清楚你的预计毕业的日期，那以及你的个人陈述、你的经济担保证明等等，以及无犯罪记录证明。那其中这个无犯罪记录证明呢，可能在有些国家开具的时间会比较长，那可以建议大家提前去办理。那对于免笔试项目以及英文授课项目的学生呢，另外还需要提供2封推荐信，以及你的语言能力证明，比如 HSK 或者托福、雅思等等，以及国际通用考试成绩，像 SAT IB、A Level 这些的。好，那么当然必要的时候呢，我们学校也会向大家要求提供更多其他的材料，所以请大家一定要时刻关注我们的邮箱的通知以及这个网申系统的状态。那今年呢，我们的本科的申请呢，与往年来说，专业上有一个变化，就是我们2024年度呢新增了3个专业。这些专业呢，其实往年是我们学校是有，但是呢，并没有对留学生开放申请。那今年呢，我们开始对留学生开放申请一个是西班牙语，一个是心理学，还有一个是智能科学与技术。 这个心理学，我想稍微强调一下，这个心理学呢，是我们学校，它是属于我们社会学院底下的一个专业，但是它是需要修读数学、物理和生物的，所以它是一个纯理科的专业啊。那另外呢，我们的管理学类的专业呢，是按照大类来进行招生。那管理学类的专业呢，底下涵盖了几个方向啊，会计学、市场营销、工商管理，这3个是之前就有的。那今年呢，又新增了管理科学、信息管理与信息系统、财务管理和统计学这7个专业方向。那管理学类呢，大家是需要可能在高年级的时候，会根据你的成绩再来确定一个具体的方向，啊，是这样的。那这个呢是相关的一个费用，大家可以参考一下。报名费800元啊，以及各类的学费等等。那需要强调的是，这些学费呢是仅供参考，因为具体大家到入学的时候呢，大家需要以那个入学时的一个学费的这个收费标准为准啊。以及保险也是每年800元啊，还有我们的校内住宿费。那这个校内住宿费呢，是根据我们的公寓的房型的不同，价钱有所不同，这个大家可以仅供参考。好，那么关于奖学金呢，目前呢，我们学校的本科生的奖学金呢，一个是上海市政府奖学金，第二是中国政府奖学金。那上海市政府奖学金呢，主要是针对 MBBS 项目，就是我们那个临床医学6年制的英文授课的项目。那这个项目呢，有2个上海市政府奖学金的名额啊。那这个是部分奖学金，是可以免除你的标准学制内的学费，以及提供来华保险。那第2个呢是中国政府奖学金。那如果你要申请中国政府奖学金呢，那你就需要向中国驻你所在国家的大使馆去咨询并且申请。好，那接下来关于本科生的一个申请的要求呢，大致就是这些。接下来呢，我们再请陈老师为大家介绍研究生的一个招生的要求。
好的，谢谢郑老师啊。那么我们进入我们下面一部分研究生招生的一个相关的一个介绍。那么研究生招生呢，主体是分两个阶段。第一阶段呢已经开始了，到24年的1月31号。第2个阶段呢，从2月15号开始，到24年的5月15号。2个阶段区别呢是什么呢？2个阶段都可以自费申请自费就读。那么第1个阶段呢，申请奖学金呢，它包括中国政府奖学金和上海市政府奖学金。中国政府奖学金呢，包括了它是一个高水平研究生项目和丝绸之路项目，这是第1阶段可以申请的。那么第2阶段呢，根据去年的一个时间的安排啊，就是今年还没确定，但是呢，应该是中国政府的丝路奖学金应该是可以申请的，这就是2个阶段申请的一个区别。主体这个流程呢和本科生差不多啊，首先要进行一个网上申请，填好资料之后呢，提交申请，支付报名费800块之后，然后申请才有效，我们才可以审核。那么在我们审核的过程中呢，你要时刻关注一个我们学校的网申的一个状态，以防啊，就是我们对那个你的申请啊提出一些修改的一些需求啊，比如说退回、重新补充材料等等。那么在后面呢，我们也会将预录取的一些状态也会及时的公布在网站上面，你也可以以网站来查看你的录取进行到了一个什么样的一个进度。这些是我们申请所需要准备的一些材料啊。那么我这边要告诉的是呢，是比如说和本科生有什么不一样的呢？比如说这里有一个推荐信2分，研究生这边呢要求副教授和教授以上的人来写这个推荐信。无犯罪记录证明这个基本上是一样的。那么中国境内部分呢，你可以去出入境管理局去开具；中国境外部分呢，你可以咨询当地的一个警察部门。还有申请奖学金呢，还必须提供一个外国人体格检查表。但是呢，如果你有效的居留许可可以用居留许可的来代替这个外国人体格检查表。我们研究生申请呢也是不需要来寄送纸质材料的。 这边列出了我们一些英文授课的一些项目啊，如果大家对英文授课项目感兴趣的话，我们可以到下一场我们来听一个具体的一个介绍。我们这里就不做过多介绍了。然后呢，我们有一些双学位的一个项目，双学位呢，我们也和世界上一些知名的一些大学呢，有一些双学位的合作项目。申请人呢在申请的时候就可以选择这些双学位的项目。那么他在毕业的时候呢，将会如果满足毕业条件，那么他将会得到2个学校的一个学位。这些是我们一个双学位项目的一个列表。申请资格方面，大家这边也简单的介绍一下。为什么呢？因为研究生和本科生比起来，就是我这边在每年申请的时候都会有同学啊或者申请人会有这样的疑问，因为他也是有可能本科也申请的留学生啊，但是呢，留学生的研究生的申请呢，首先要求是非中国籍公民，然后具有相应的学历或学位，硕士、本科以上，博士的话，硕士研究生及以上学历学位就可以了。不要求就是像比如说移民啊，或者是那些442的要求，这些是研究生是没有的。那么语言要求方面呢，中文授课是我们人文社科类呢要求 HSK 5级240分及以上，或者6级180分以上。理工一类呢 HSK 5级210分或者6级180分及以上。这些也是一个相关费用的一个说明啊。那么，因为研究生的项目呢比本科生稍微多一点，那么我们有硕士和博士以及各级相应的文理医的一个学术学位的一个项目的一个收费，那么我们基本上的情况就列在这里了。那么其他的英文授课以及专业学位的一个收费呢，可能会和专业会和那个学术学位有一些不同。那么这些项目的一个具体的一个学费，大家可以去联系具体的院系来咨询一个具体的一个收费的一个情况。现在我们来介绍一下，就是我们的一个奖学金。我们奖学金呢，研究生还是有很多奖学金可供选择的。那么通过我们学校可以申请奖学金呢，是有2类，就上面的2类：中国政府奖学金和上海市政府奖学金。那么中国奖学金呢是高校自主招生项目，主要包括高水平研究生项目和丝绸之路项目。这2个奖学金申请的话，一般都是全奖，待遇是一样的。那么不通过我们学校来申请的呢，主要是有中国政府奖学金国别双边类项目，这个一般是向申请人所在的国家，是向我们中国驻申请人所在国家的使领馆来申请的。我们还有国际中文教师奖学金和孔子新汉学计划，这个奖学金的申请呢，可以咨询一下语合中心。那么2类奖学金的一个基本的一个奖学金包含的内容呢，我们也列在上面了。免学费、免校内全奖和免住宿费的，这个是可以免费提供校内的住宿，或者是你不选择不住校内，发放校外住宿补贴，免一个综合医疗费，每年的800块。硕士呢每个月会有3000块，博士呢每个月会有3500块的一个生活费的一个资助。好，那下面是我们校园生活的一些介绍。从这几张图片我们可以看到，我们有着一个比较优秀的一个教学的一个环境，我们有着教室里面有各种各样的多媒体，可以供老师和学生上课的时候可以供选择。我们还有着比较尖端的一些 VR 的实验室啊，还有像新闻学院的一些新媒体指导中心啊，可以供学生在上课啊或者实习的时候使用。那么校内住宿方面呢，我们为留学生提供了留学生公寓。留学生公寓呢，大概是有单人间和双人间。那我们的主楼呢是有电梯的，然后这个主楼呢也是23年刚修完啊，各方面的设施都是比较好的。我们不仅要有一个良好的学习环境，我们还要有一个强健的身体来保证我们这个良好的学习。我们学校呢为我们学生提供了各种各样的体育的一个设施，我们有校内的各种的体育场馆，包括室内的游泳池，室内的比如篮球场啊、羽毛球场啊、室外的足球场，等等这些非常丰富啊。我们学校还有个特点呢，是我们学校有各种各样的一个社团。据不完全统计的话，中国学生的社团在内的话，一共有400-500个社团，就是凡是只要你能想到的社团，我们学校基本上都有。那么这张页面呢，主要介绍的是我们留学生的一个社团。 留学生的社团呢，主要以地域，比如说国家为主，比如说非洲啊、韩国的学生会啊，还有地域的话，比如说是医学院的留学生会，以及各种各样的兴趣，比如说海马社这样的学会来组成的。我们除了这些呢，我们还会对在校的学生，我们进行各种各样的一个文化考察和体验的活动，以便学生更好的理解我们的一个中国的一些文化。我们还会邀请一些比较有名的，比如说诺贝尔奖的得主来给我们进行一个知识上面的一个分享，做一些大师的一些讲座。那么我们学校对学生的关心呢，也是多方面、多方位和全面的。比如说我们有以下几个方面，我们列举，我们大概说一下。比如说，我们对心理方面有困扰的学生呢，我们可以去心理健康中心，我们会对相应的情况进行一个分析，以及一些应对和支持。那么呢，我们会对学业有困难的一些学生呢，我们会组织身边的老师啊、学生进行各样的学业上的一个帮扶。就业的时候呢，你可以去职业发展和服务中心，我们会对你进行一个就业的一个规划。以及我们的创新创业学院，如果你有创业需求的话，你可以考虑去我们的创新创业学院去咨询一下，说是不是会有一个更好的一个创业的一个方向。综上所述啊，我们有着丰富的学习资源，然后我们有着提供的很好的一个学习的一个设施。那么呢，就是很欢迎各位同学来选择我们的一个学校。下面呢是我们的这一页是我们的一个联系方式，大家可以看到上面是我们的网站、电话、邮箱，以及我们国内的微信，我们有一个公众号，大家可以扫描加一下我们的公众号，我们一些信息啊都会在上面公布，以及我们在海外的一些媒体上，比如说Facebook、Ins 还有那个 YouTube 上面，我们都会有一个账号是 Study at 复旦，大家可以通过搜索来加入我们的一些官方账号，关注一下，获取一些最新的信息。那么呢，对于这边我们的介绍有疑问的话，我们可以扫描下面的一个二维码，来通过填写其中的问卷来和我们保持联系，提出你们的疑问。好的，那我们进入下面一个环节，我们请在校的学生来介绍和分享一下他们在校的一些生活。好的。
嗨，大家好，我是来自复旦大学计算机科学与技术专业的邱家坤，然后大家呢也可以叫我 Carol。那首先呢，我是要来和大家说一下我为什么选择复旦大学。那其实第一呢，就是因为我那时候在报名之前呢，我就搜索了一下，原来复旦大学就位于上海。那其实上海呢是一个金融中心，那人才都汇聚在这里，所以我相信呢，我来复旦大学呢就非常有机会可以认识到很多厉害的人，然后扩充自己的人脉。那此外呢，复旦大学呢也是985-211大学。那985-211大学呢，对我们有什么好处呢？就是其实呢，在我们以后的就业都非常有优势的。那如果你以后打算呢去到其他的国家或者是其他的大学读研究生的话呢，那其实大家对985-211大学的学生也的录取标准也会比较低一些的。那自由而无用的灵魂呢，其实是复旦大学的一个民间校训。那自由呢，其实是体现在就是大家可以无限的创意，然后无限的探索，然后无用呢，就是体现在呢，大家就是不要在急功近利的事情上呢去纠结。那自由呢，也有一个体现在呢，我们没有门禁这回事情。虽然呢，我们很自由，但是呢，我们也很遵守纪律。好，接下来呢，我就要来和大家介绍一下我的科系——计算机科学与技术专业。诶，大家都会很好奇，计算机科学与技术专业的同学们是不是每天都在打程序编码？但其实不是的，因为复旦大学呢，其实很注重我们的动手做的这个能力，所以呢，也设置了很多的实验课啊，让我们可以去动手做，像是有电子系统导论啊、基础物理实验这些课。好，接下来呢，就来和大家看看一下我们的这个培养方案。那其实培养方案呢，是大家在选课之前呢，都一定会去参考的一个方案。那在这里呢，复旦大学就会帮助我们规划好我们大学4年呢，到底需要修什么课，然后大家可以根据自己的能力或自己的规划呢，去安排自己的课。那大家可以，可能大家就之前有听说过，中国大学都会有分流的这个情况。那其实不要担心，留学生呢其实是不需要去分流的，所以不要担心，就是来到这里还要去竞争这个分流的名额。 那接下来呢，我就要来和大家看看一下我的这个课表。那这个课表呢，其实是我这个学期的课表。大家就会很好奇是为什么我每天早上都有课，但其实复旦大学非常好，就是呢，它可以让我们自由的选课，安排好自己的时间，根据自己的作息去安排。所以呢，因为我想要就是逼着自己每天早上起来上课，所以呢，我就安排了每天早上8点都有课，然后晚上呢也会有课。那接下来呢，大家可以看到，诶，就是为什么除了一些比较学术性的课之外呢，我也需要修可能生命进化论啊，这些课。那其实这个呢，就是复旦的模块课。那复旦的模块课呢，其实就是让我们除了在就是学习自己的课系的知识之外呢，也可以学习我们一些其他的知识，像是就算我是计算机科学专业的同学，我也可以学习生命进化论，或是篆刻啊，或是陶艺啊这些课，让我们培养我们多方面的这个能力。诶，可能就会有同学担心，就是来到中国大学，会不会就是大家的固有观念，就是因为我们是中文授课的嘛，就可能会觉得英语能力会不会就是下降了？但其实是不会的哦，因为复旦大学也非常就是注重我们的英语能力，所以呢，我们都需要去参加我们的英语鉴定考试，那我们也需要上英语课，所以呢，根本不需要有这个样的担心的。那如果可能汉语能力没有这么好的同学呢，也可以上，也是需要上我们的汉语课，所以既能保证我们的英语能力，也能保证我们的汉语水平，所以其实不需要太过担心的。然后呢，接下来呢就要和大家分享一下我在上海复旦大学的快乐生活啦。好，首先比较沉重的话题呢，就是我们的生活费。那我是自费生，所以呢，我必须要自己自理宿舍的问题。那我非常的幸运呢，就是我有拿到了这个主楼的这个名额。然后呢，单人房呢是120元，然后双人房是80元一天。那虽然呢校内宿舍紧张，但是大家也不要担心，可以留意一下外国留学生的这个工作处的网站，然后去注意一下网上预定的这个过程和流程。那大家可以看一下呢，这个是我的宿舍的一些情况，有自己的厕所，然后其实情况是非常非常好的，然后也非常漂亮的。然后呢，我的风景呢，看出去呢，就是上海三件套，有东方明珠，还有另外2个建筑物，所以是非常开心啊，每天打开窗口。那伙食费呢，如果在校内的话呢，其实每一餐几乎就是15至20元一餐。那其实复旦大学的这个餐厅呢，是非常的多元化的，就是除了有中国餐之外呢，也是有马来西亚餐，然后也是有韩国餐，所以不需要担心来到这里会吃不惯啊，还是有什么的问题的。然后呢，我们也除了那，我现在就跟大家说一下我们的交通。那交通呢，如果在校内的话呢，我们就可以骑车。那骑车就是或者是骑自行车或电瓶车。那如果你需要想到去校外的话呢，就可以搭地铁。那复旦的邯郸校区外面呢，就有2个地铁站。如果比如说你需要去外滩，那可能只是需要高铁40分钟就可以到了。那其实上海的交通呢是非常非常发达的，只需要打开那个 APP 呢，那就可以自动的帮你生成路径，所以这些也不用担心在这里会迷路啦。好，接下来呢，就要跟大家分享一下我第1天到复旦大学的这个情况啦。这个是我的当时候的报到日。那当天晚上呢，复旦大学也有我们留学生呢举办了这个本科新生说明会，让我们更仔细的了解复旦大学到底怎么样的，然后我们需要注意什么情况。然后呢，这是当时候我们的开学典礼，然后这个是我们的一些情况。那这也是疫情下呢第1次的开学典礼，大家都在那个光华楼的草地上呢一起坐着，听着校长说话，然后这个氛围感是非常非常强的。好，接下来呢就是我们的迎新晚会。那其实这个就是在政大体育馆举办的一个类似演唱会这样子，那各种的表演团体呢就为我们新生表演。那这个呢，就是我们的百团大战。刚刚就是老师有说到嘛，我们的团体是非常非常多样化的，像是有酒吧文化社啊，各类的体育团体啊之类的。那其实我觉得学校也非常的用心，就是呢，如果你从光华楼 就是往下看的话，你就会发现到原来这个帐篷的阵型啊，是2023年啊，其实非常非常的壮观。好，接下来呢，就来和大家说一下我在平时在校内是怎么生活的。然后呢，就是其实学校的读书风气是非常好的，我每天都会和同学们呢，在校园的各个角落去探索各种的自习的地方。然后学校里面呢，也有瑞幸咖啡的这个店，所以我们就会买一杯瑞幸咖啡，然后坐在窗边上这样子自习。那其实那个感觉是非常美好的。那我也会时常呢去参加就是学生会的活动，然后去凝聚和同乡们之间一起说话啊，然后一起交流。那其实复旦大学呢，就是担心我们在可能有室友，然后呢通宵读书会打扰到室友，所以呢就有了这个通宵教室。每次在期末的时候啊，那个通宵教室呢都是座无虚席的。然后其实学校的体育设施呢也非常好的，那像是有游泳馆，然后有篮球场，有羽毛球馆，健身房等等。像是呢，我每个星期二呢都会和同学到江湾的游泳馆去游泳，然后去锻炼自己的身体。好，接下来呢，就是那些年去吃宵夜的日子，就是每天可能卷到累了，晚上那就去附近的五角场吃些东西。那五角场呢，就是上海市的第二市中心。那五角场距离复旦的邯郸校区呢，只是10分，可能骑车只需要5到10分钟左右，非常靠近。然后那里有商场可以逛逛啊，有很多的美食啊这些。那这是我和同学一起庆祝中秋节的一些画面。那这个呢，就是大家可以看到，其实桌子上的一切的食材呢，只是需要在手机上呢一按，然后呢付款，它就马上送到你的家了，所以是非常非常方便的。那上海呢，也会时常有各国的领导人呢来参访。那前几个月呢，就非常的幸运，可以和马来西亚副首相在上海见面。好，这些呢是一些的打卡景点。其实上海呢就是非常多地方好玩的，像是有东方明珠、城隍庙、上海迪士尼乐园，然后静安寺，其实还有很多地方我还没有去探索的。那上海呢也非常靠近杭州和苏州，只需要高铁45分钟就可以到了。像是大家可以看到呢，就是左边的这个杭州04的照片，是在我10月的那个国庆节的假期时候呢其中一天，我当天来回了杭州，然后呢，拍了这张照片，然后就是去参观了灵隐寺呢，还有西湖，是非常非常的美。所以呢，其实不止校园生活非常好，非常丰富，那在校外生活呢也是非常美好的。好，谢谢大家听了我这么多的分享。那以下是我的联系方式，大家可以就是有什么疑问都可以疑问我。然后呢，我最后有一句话想送给大家，就是愿你跻身复旦百年星空，日月光华有你闪亮的眼睛。那希望呢，在未来的开学日上呢，都可以看见大家的身影。谢谢大家。好，接下来呢，我们请我们另外同学呢来进行分享。
好，那我这边的话是没有 PPT 的，我就直接是讲。那前面的话呢，其实我们这位本科的同学已经给我们讲了很多复旦有多好玩，复旦生活有多精彩，复旦的社团有多么的多元这些东西。那我这边呢，就作为一个研究生，我就不会去提这些东西，因为会相当的重复。因为研究生的生活其实就我而言，在复旦的话，跟本科生来说还是一样精彩的。那我先自我介绍一下，我叫李俊康，我是来自马来西亚的。然后我目前呢是在复旦大学的高等教育研究所攻读课程与教学论专业。那我今天的话呢，主要会讲的就是在研究生阶段的话，我们的课程设置是怎么样的？我们在这边有什么学术的机会和一些实践的机会？那首先呢，就课程设置而言的话，我自己是学硕的，学硕的话就是学术硕士。那我们是3年制的。那学术硕士的话呢，其实它的学分分配是相对来说比较合理的。就我们目前我知道的情况，大部分的学分都是在36学分到45学分左右，其实相对于3年的时间来说是非常足够的，而且后面会有很多的时间是让你有足够的时间和空间去做自己的课题，做自己的研究，或者是去往自己想要就业的方向去找自己的机会。所以对我来说，这种时间的安排是比较 合理的。同时呢，我们的课程其实不仅仅是一些所谓的学术的东西，还有很多是关于你怎么把学术的东西实践，甚至有一些学院的培养方案呢，它会自己有要求，就是说必须有一些所谓的实践项目，你才能够是毕业的。所以不仅仅是专门让你做研究，我们也很关注的是实践上的应用。那学术机会上面呢是这样的，就是说在复旦，你如果是作为一个研究生，很多时候你的课题都是会有导师那边给你很多的机会，你可以跟导师的课题组，可以跟进导师的那些论文研究。那尤其是这个东西是离不开我们复旦的一个优秀的师资，其实很多上海的项目都会归到复旦这边来，去由我们的教授去做。那你作为他的学生呢，你就有机会去跟进很多上海的项目。像我目前的话，我是在跟我们的老师做一个上海教育决策的一种提供咨询的方面的课题，所以这种东西对有兴趣搞科研的人来说是比较有趣的，而且这种研究的资源也不是每一所大学的研究院都能够提供给你的。那还有呢，就是我们研究生很关注的一个论坛方面的东西。其实复旦的话本身定期各个学院都会举办自己学科相关的博士生论坛，但虽然说是博士生论坛，但它其实硕士生也是可以参与的。那我们各个学院各个专业其实都会有自己的那个学术会议，其实都是很适合大家去参加的。那最后呢，讲一讲就是说实习和工作的机会。实习的话呢，就像刚刚这位同学讲的，我们985的话，其实在这边实习，大家还是985、211都是很爱复旦大学的，所以我们找实习这些东西都很好找。像我目前的话，虽然我在上海，但是我目前的实习是在深圳那边的一个联合国教科文组织的高等教育创新研究所那边去做一个实习生，但是是纯线上的，所以我目前是在上海。然后呢，讲到工作的话，作为一个硕士生，我们其实在政策上来讲是比较有优势的，我们更容易申请到这边的那个工作签证，因为我们一般上薪资只要应该是达到12000，税前12000左右，我们就会有那个足够的60分，可以直接留在上海的任何一个地区工作。就相对于本科生来说的话，可能会限制在几个特定的区域，但是对硕士生的优势的话，就是我们在各个区域的工作都比较好找。像我自己目前，因为找的工作时间比较早嘛，现在其实才12月，但我10月的时候就已经收到 offer，就是确定毕业之后会继续留在这边工作，所以我觉得这个是复旦带来的一种带给硕士生以上的一种特有的优势，就是找工作在上海会比较轻松。对，这个是我今天的分享。
好的，没关系。好的，我们感谢两位同学啊，他们从自己的学习啊，还有那个生活方面给我们带来了精彩的一个分享。那么我们看，就是因为时间我们看比较紧迫啊，就是那么我们现场就看看有没有问题，我们回答一个问题，那么后面如果有问题的话，大家也可以继续在那个聊天框里面留言，因为我们会有老师在聊天框里面解答。大家可以继续在聊天框里面可以跟我们沟通，或者呢是通过我们刚刚我们公布的一个联系方式，然后跟我们进行后面的一个沟通，好吧？好的，那我们看有什么问题，
你好，
看一下，
你好，你们可以听到我吗？
有一个人讲话，但我听不到。
等一下，我
你好
看一下啊。
你好，
哦，听到了。
哎，你好，你说，
那你好，我叫阮世美，我是来自越南的，我硕士生也是在不丹读书的。那么现在我就是想继续申请那个攻读博士学位。那么我就是想以下好像是目前是3个问题想问你们的。那第一个问题就是关于那个经济担保书，那么我们只需要担保人的签字，还是也需要银行的一些就是证明书的那种？
好的。那关于经济担保书的话，首先呢是个人可以出个存款证明，或者是经济担保人帮你出一个存款证明。相关的要求呢，比如说我们要求的是10万人民币或者是等额外币，然后有一个你可以去中国的银行，他会告诉你如何出具这个存款证明。那么存款证明的期限呢，最好是到2024年的10月份。那签字的话，我们会有个表格，表格上呢，在我们招生简章上面也会告诉你在哪里下载，以及需要填写和签字的一个内容，好吧？
好。那第一个问题就是我想问，如果申请奖学金的话，那能否同时申请中国政府奖学金和上海市政府奖学金？
这2个奖学金是可以同时申请的，但不能同时获得，最多呢只能获得一种。
好，那最后一个问题就是，因为我也想提前去了解一下，就是复旦大学如果想获得博士学位的要求是什么？那我可以在哪个地方去找到的？那么或者是要根据我申请的专业去具体了解的呢？
是这样的，如果是你想了解一下，比如说你具体的博士学位的一些课程的设置以及一些毕业的要求，因为呢，我们学校不同的院系、不同的课程，它的那个相关的要求是不一样的。那么你可以联系在我们的招生简章那个页面啊，有一个各个院系老师联系方式，你可以和具体院系老师联系，那么具体院系老师呢会给你相应的一个指导，好吗？
好，谢谢。
哎，好，那感谢这位同学，因为不好意思啊，因为我们时间有限，那么如果有问题呢，可以选择继续在会议室可以输入你的问题，或者是根据我们留下的联系方式，我们来进行一个后面的更加的一个沟通。那么现在我们会进行我们的第二场的我们一个英文授课的一个介绍。好，感谢我们的两位同学，谢谢，谢谢你们的分享，好了，那。好的，请稍等，我还是先放一下我们的一个宣传的一个视频。好的，
Hello everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the 2024 enrollment session for international students of Fudan University. So now let's get started. Very welcome, and let me introduce myself. My name is Mr. Zheng, and also beside me we have Mr. Chen. So tonight we will introduce you about the Fudan University and the admission requirement. And after that, we will have a current student in Fudan, and she will share with you her experience of studying in Fudan. And after that, there will be Q&A. Okay, so this is the what we are gonna do for this evening. So now let's get started. So first we will talk about some facts about Fudan and the application requirement. So first, Fudan overview. So Fudan University is located in China. I don't know how many of you have been to China before. So China is a very big country with very ancient civilization. But at the same time, China is also a very open country with a lot of opportunities for foreigners to study and live. And Fudan University is located in Shanghai, which is the biggest city in China. In Shanghai, you will see a lot of modern architectures, such as the Bund, as you can see. But at the same time, Shanghai is also have the very, very old Chinese style, Chinese culture. In Shanghai, a lot of foreigners study and live here, so there will be many opportunities. I think it's a very open city, and it's a very interesting city to live. So it's a very good place to study. And Fudan University is exactly here. So Fudan is established in 1905. It is the first higher institution in China that is founded by a Chinese counselor. And as a comprehensive university, Fudan University has 12 discipline systems, as you can see, including philosophy, economics, laws, science, engineering, medicine, business, art, and interdiscipline. So I believe that you will find one of the disciplines that you are interested in. Fudan University has a very big scale of students, as you can see. And as an international university, there are a lot of international students studying in Fudan every year. Yes, around 7,000 international students from over 130 countries, including bachelor students, master, PhD students, and exchange students. And at the same time, we have a lot of very excellent alumni, including international students, alumni around the world every year. We have 80 bachelor majors and over 200 master majors and over 160 PhD majors. Most of them are open for international students to apply. Also, we have 35 departments and schools and 18 affiliated hospitals. Yes, the affiliated hospitals we have are very top in China, such as Zhongshan Hospital and Huashan Hospital. So if you study clinical medicine, you will have the opportunity to do the internship and even work in the top hospitals in China. We also have a lot of teaching staffs and researchers. And also we have 59 members of Chinese Academy of Science and Engineering, which are the top academic institutions in China. Also, we have a large number of visiting scholars annually, over 6,000. As a world-leading university, we have a lot of disciplines that ranks at the top of the world. Especially we have 7 disciplines that have achieved the top 1 out of 1,000 in the world, including chemistry, material science, clinical medicine, pharmacy, biology and biochemistry, and genetics, and environment and ecology. So we have a very strong academic level. And here, as you can see, many of our professors and the researchers, they will publish their articles in top journals such as Cell, Nature, and Science every year. Also, as a top university in China, we have been working on many important projects that serves the country. We have 5 national key laboratories, 2 national clinical research centers, 1 national center for mathematical science, and 1 national innovation center for manufacture. This is our world ranking. As you can see, it remains in the very top of the world. And also, the graduate of Fudan University are very welcomed by the employers around the world. Also, Fudan University have established exchange agreement with over 400 universities and institutions around the world. As you can see, many of our partner universities are very top, such as Harvard, Yale, Cambridge, MIT, and etc. Every year there are around 8,000 outgoing students and staffs each year, including our bachelor students, master and PhD students, and also our teachers and professors. And we strongly encourage our students to participate in the exchange programs abroad during their study in Fudan, in order to broaden their views. And also, as you can see, Fudan University is the member of many of the international organizations, and such as the Shanghai Forum, Shanghai Master Forum of Science, and also we are a founding member of many organizations such as U21 and Nordic Center and etc. So this is the campus. So Fudan University have 4 campuses. They are all located in Shanghai. The first 2 pictures is the Handan campus. So it is the oldest and the largest campus of Fudan. So most of our students study and live in Handan campus. And the other one is Jiangwan campus. So Jiangwan campus is not far from Handan. So if you study majors such as the law and physics, chemistry, or biology, or environmental science, etc., you will be studying in Jiangwan campus. And the third campus is the Fenglin campus. The Fenglin campus is our medical school. So if you study medical related majors, you will be studying in Fenglin campus. And the other one is our Zhangjiang campus. The Zhangjiang campus is now being renovated, and in the future, it will become a very modern research center. So now there's no international students there. So this is the location of the 4 campuses. As you can see, we have school bus that connects each campus, and it's free. So if you live in Handan campus and study in Jiangwan campus, it's okay. You can take our free bus. Okay, next, let's talk about the undergraduate education. So Fudan University provides the general education for students, which means that our students, our undergraduate students, no matter which major they study, they all should gain the knowledge of all fields, including literature, philosophy, social research, science, ecology, and art, so as to gain the knowledge of all aspects, not only the knowledge of their own major. And in terms of the curriculum system, Fudan University provides the 2+X curriculum system to our undergraduate students. So the 2+X means that students should study not only the general education and the basic and specialized courses, and also students should select one of the 3 approaches, which is the X. So now we have the three approaches available for students to choose. First is the interdisciplinary approach. So if you study major A, but you're also interested in the courses of major B, you can choose major B as your minor courses in order to gain the knowledge of the other field. And the second approach is the specialized approach. Specialized approach is for students who are strongly interested in their own major and wants to further dig into that. So they can choose specialized approach in order to consolidate and strengthen their specialized knowledge. And the third approach is the innovation and entrepreneurship approach. So if you want to start up your own business or start up your own company after you graduate, you can choose the innovation and entrepreneurship approach. It will help you, it will provide you with knowledge and support for innovation and entrepreneurship. So this is the 3 approaches of X. Students can choose one of them during their study. So for the education for international students, in Fudan University, most of our majors are Chinese taught, and the international students and the Chinese students, they will study in the same classroom and with the same standard of passing the exam and graduation. But we have some majors that are a little bit special. First, we have programs that is only for international students. First, we have the clinical medicine 6th year, which is the MBBS program. And then we have Chinese language for foreigners with language and culture direction and with business Chinese direction. So these 3 majors are only available for international students, which means there are no Chinese students in these 3 majors. Also, we have 3 English taught majors. First is the MBBS, and then the economics, which is the UIPE, and also the Global Bachelor of Finance, the GBF. So these 3 majors are English taught. And also, Fudan University provides dual degree program opportunities for students. Of course, you need to apply. You need to apply for dual degree program. So you will be selected based on your previous academic background and your first 2 years and the result of the first 2 years. And you'll be selected based on these, but also you will be selected with the same opportunity with Chinese students. So next, let's talk about the undergraduate application. So we accept the application of students with the foreign citizenship. So if you used to be Chinese citizen, or if your parents used to be Chinese citizen when you were born, then you need to meet the requirement of the Ministry of Education of China. So here I will not elaborate. You can see if you meet this requirement. So this is the agenda of the application time. You can see the application has started in December the 6th. And for our entrance exam, the deadline is February the 22nd. And then for the paper exam exemption, UIP, MBBS, and GBF, the deadline is the March the 20th. So the application is done in 3 steps. First, you need to apply online. So you don't need to print out any document. Everything is done online. You need to upload everything in the system. And then you need to pay the application fee of 800 RMB. So you need to pay the application fee. After you pay the application fee, your application becomes valid. And then you need to pay attention to the system and email frequently for the update, because if necessary, we will ask you for more additional documents. So you need to pay attention to your email frequently in order not to miss our important notice. So there are some pathways. So for Chinese taught programs, there are two pathways for enrollment. First is the entrance exam, which means you need to take the paper exam and interview. So, and the pathway two is the paper exam exemption, which means you don't need to take the paper exam, but you need to provide HSK5, and at the same time, you should also need to provide some test exam qualification results such as SAT, AP, ACT, IB, or A-level with required grades in order to be admitted. This is for the Chinese taught programs. And for the English taught programs, the MBBS, UIP, and the GBF, you need to prove that you have a very good English level by providing TOEFL or IELTS or Duolingo or PTE. But if you can prove that your full high school curriculum is fully taught in English, you don't need to provide TOEFL or IELTS. But at the same time, you need to provide your full high school transcript, your personal statement, and the recommendation letters, 2 recommendation letters. And after that, if all the documents are approved, you will take the interview. You will take the interview. Yes, so, but please note that you cannot choose different pathways at the same time. You can only choose MBBS or UIP or GBF. You cannot choose 2 or 3 at the same time. And on our website, we have released our latest admission requirement. So we suggest you to read it carefully before you submit your application. And also we have instructions on filling in and uploading document in online application system. It's also on the website. It guides you how to fill in the information in the system and how to upload your document in the system. So please read everything carefully before you submit the application. So this is the time for the paper exam, which is the March the 23rd and 24th. But if you apply for English taught programs, there are no paper exam. You can go directly into the interview, which will take place in April. And the exact time and the qualification of the interview will be announced via the online application system or email. So please pay attention to your email at that time. In terms of the document, you should provide your passport, your full high school transcript, or your high school graduation certificate. If you are in your final year of graduation, you have to provide your impending graduation certificate. And also, you have to provide your personal statement, your proof of financial support, and also the non-criminal record. For our 3 English taught majors, you also need to provide the 2 recommendation letters, as well as the language proof, such as TOEFL or IELTS. And depending on the document you provided, if necessary, we will ask you for additional documents. So you should always pay attention to your email and the application system for the update in order not to miss our important information. So this is the fee that you may encounter. The application fee is mandatory, and also some of the tuition fees so here I will not elaborate. But please be noted that the exact amount of tuition fee you have to pay will be informed upon your enrollment. Okay. Also, we have scholarship opportunities. First, we have Shanghai government scholarship for 2 of the most excellent applicants who are finally admitted to MBBS program. Yes, so in the application document, in the application requirement, you will see how to submit the scholarship application. And also we have a Chinese government scholarship, but for this type of scholarship, you have to apply through the Chinese embassy in your country. Okay, so these are the two types of scholarship for undergraduate programs. Next, let's welcome Mr. Chen to introduce you about the postgraduate application.
Okay. The next part is about postgraduate application. And the application separates to two parts. The first one starts from the December the 8th to the 2024, January the 31st. And the second one is from the February 15th to the May the 15th. During the first period, you can apply both as self-supported student. Also, you can apply for the scholarship. The scholarship includes the Chinese government scholarship, high-level graduate program, and the Silk Road program, and the Shanghai government scholarship. In the phase 2, you can apply as a self-support student, and also according to the arrangement of the CSC last year, maybe you can also apply the Chinese government scholarship Silk Road program. And that's how to apply. First, you should apply online, log in on our website and submit online, pay the application fee just as undergraduate we said before, and then wait for the results. And please pay close attention to the website, because we will, after we reviewed your application, maybe we will send you a message for the corrector or ask you to provide more materials. About the application materials we want here to remind you here is about the recommendation letters. For the postgraduate program, it is required to be offered by the vice professor or professor. And about the language certificate and language certificate, if you can provide the certification that you are taught the previous program, such as undergraduate or master program, you are taught in English, then it can be used to instead of the language certificate. And also no need to send the paper materials. Here is English taught programs. We have, you can see many English taught programs for you to choose, such as Chinese language and culture, Chinese history and culture, and you can choose any program that you are interested. Also, we have the dual degree program, which is different with the undergraduate program. That is, this dual degree program, when you applied at first, you can, if you finished the program, then you can get the degrees from both universities. And you can see we have cooperations with many famous universities around the world, such as USC, Sciences Po, Berkeley, London. Here's a list of the dual degree programs, and you also can see the details from our website, and we will tell you later, maybe in this part. About the application requirement, here that you should be known, of course, non-Chinese citizens, and also if you apply for a master, you should have a bachelor degree. The doctoral programs that is required a master degree or above. And the language, as we can see here, is just the same as undergraduate programs. It is required like the IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo, or the PTE. And here is the experiences that you are supposed to spend during your studies at Fudan. The postgraduate programs, it has different kinds. So we have different like the standards. It's for the O here for the master, and doctor is for the it's not for the English taught programs or professional degree. Maybe you can consult with your department directly for the payment. And in this part, we will tell the details about the scholarship, which many applicants are very interested with. And you can apply 2 kinds of the scholarship from our university. The one is a Chinese government scholarship, the university program, and the other one is the Shanghai government scholarship. The both 2 scholarship that you can apply from our university. And the Chinese government scholarship university program, it includes two programs. One is a high-level postgraduate program, and the other one is a Silk Road program. Both of them that you can choose, log in on the CSC website and choose type B, choose our university. The number should be the 10246. Yeah, and choose our universities on the CSC website. And you can also find the details of how to apply this kind of the scholarship from our admission information on our website. And then the Chinese government scholarship bilateral program, it is you can apply from the Chinese embassy in your country. Each countries maybe have different deadlines and requirements. And you also can consult with language education and cooperation for international students. For these 2 kinds of the scholarships is called the International Chinese Language Teachers Scholarship and Confucius China Studies Programs. Here's the content of the scholarship. It applies through our universities, the Chinese government scholarship, university program, and also the Shanghai government scholarship. It includes the tuition fee and the providing the fee on campus for the free accommodation, or if you live off campus, you can get the accommodation subsidy. And also the comprehensive medical insurance, it's like 800 yuan per year. And the masters can get like 3,000 RMB per month. The doctoral students can get 3,500 RMB per month. And that's all for the postgraduate programs. If you have more questions, maybe you can try to type words in the chat, and also maybe send us an email or contact with us later.
Okay, so now let's see some pictures about the campus, such as our very modern classroom, which have been renovated these years, and also very modern labs, different kinds of labs. If you study related majors, you'll have the opportunity to do the experiment and experience these very modern labs. And also our international student dormitory. So our dormitory has been renovated, and the picture you can see here is our rooms. So we have double room, single room, and also yes, but depending on the type of room, the fee is different. So you can pay attention to our website for the latest version of the fees of our international students accommodation. Also, we have we have many sports centers, such as the badminton court, basketball court, also football field, swimming pool, tennis court, etc. It's also important to keep fit besides studying. And also we have a lot of activities and clubs. Many of them are organized by the students themselves. Yes. So if you have enough time, if you have spare time when you study, you can participate in various kinds of clubs that can make your life here more interesting. So also we have a lot of activities for international students, such as the cultural tours to different places of China to experience the Chinese culture. And also we will have the culture experience activities such as making dumplings or things like that. And also Fudan University has a very will invite many masters around the world to give speeches to our students. So every year we will invite the Nobel Prize winners to give speeches to our students. So we encourage students to participate in these kind of speeches so as to learn more, after class. Also, we have a student caring system, such as the Psychological Health Center, which will give you the psychological counseling and support, and the Center for Student Learning and Development. So if you find you have any difficulty in studying, you can go to the center, and it will integrate various learning resources to promote your academic level. Also, we have a career development center, so it will help you to make you to plan your career, and also if you would like to look for a job in China, maybe it will help you. Also, we have a School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship. That's what I have mentioned previously. So if you would like to start up your own business, build up your own company after you graduate, the School of Innovation and Entrepreneurship will help you with some practice and training. So all in all, Fudan University is first located in China, in Shanghai, which is a very modern place, and also with very with a lot of opportunities. And also the campus is very big, very modern, and also a lot of opportunities that you can choose to expand your horizons, to broaden your views. Also, we have a very equipped stadiums and various activities. So I believe that it will be very interesting and helpful for you if you can choose Fudan, choose Shanghai, or choose China. So this is what we would like to share with you. This is our contact information. So if you have any questions about the application requirement, you can contact us via this website and telephone number. Also, you can also follow us on social media like WeChat. You can scan this, and also we have a Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube account. Also, you can also scan our the QR code below. If you have any feedback and you want to let us know, you can scan this QR code and fill in your questions. Okay, so now we invited two students who will share with us their experience of studying and living in Fudan in Shanghai. One of them is our PhD student, right? He is studying the international relations in Fudan. And also we have another student who is our undergraduate student studying economics. She's now doing exchange in the Netherlands. She will share her experience online. So now first let's welcome our student Pedro.
No. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here to talk to you a bit. I will advance this already now. If you have any questions, if you want to ask me anything, feel free to mention in the chat, or feel free to contact me in social media. You can find my name. My Chinese name is Shi Hao, and my Portuguese name is Pedro Stenhagen. So you can find me. I will be happy to talk to you and to help you throughout your process here in the application to Fudan, and to explain to you how is life here, how your experience might be here. So I'm a PhD student in international politics at the School of International Relations and Public Affairs of Fudan University. This school is the #1 in China and also the 38th in the world. As is Fudan, it's one of the top universities here in China, and certainly one of the best universities in the world. So it's a privilege to study here. I'm both Brazilian and Portuguese, and I can say with total certainty that Fudan has extremely high standards. It's an incredible university in every aspect that I can think of. The campus is extremely beautiful, and it's super nice how it changes throughout the seasons of the year. So you will see cherry trees and you will see falling leaves during autumn. And now we're having the late autumn, start of winter period. So it's very refreshing, very good to be here. The weather in Shanghai is generally very nice. The city is very modern, offers a lot of activities for us to do throughout the year. And you'll meet a lot of good friends. I think that relationships are one of the most important aspects of your life in Fudan, especially if you come from another country. So maybe you have questions as to how is life here in Fudan, how is life here in Shanghai, and I can assure you, you're gonna meet a lot of interesting people, and you're gonna make a lot of friends. Fudan has an international environment that it's very friendly. The people here from the Fudan International Students Office, they're all extremely helpful, extremely friendly. They will accompany you in your journey throughout your studies here in Fudan. And also the schools here offer a lot of guidance, which is very helpful, not only for your professional, but also for your personal developments. The professors, we have, of course, foreign professors, but all of them, both Chinese and the foreigners, are extremely kind. That's one of the aspects that impressed me the most here. How close we can be with the professors, how attentive they are to our needs, how important and how caring they are. They're also very extremely renowned, both in China and also in the international stage. So it's very interesting to have classes with these professors because you learn a lot, of course, and you'll get a lot of from their experience. And it's a very interesting environment to be in. And Fudan also offers a lot of interesting activities, especially for us international students. For example, in the past semester, I participated in Dragon Boat competition, which was an amazing experience. I made very good friends with whom I still talk nowadays, and will continue, of course, our friendship throughout the years. Fudan, I was in the main team of the Dragon Boat, and we won 3rd place in the competition. It was a competition focused on international students, and these are the kind of memories that you will take from Fudan, and that will stay in your memory and in your heart for a long time to come. It was so good to participate in Dragon Boat competition, and I intend to do it next year again, for example. Because Fudan, of course, it has not only Chinese teams, but also international students teams for Dragon Boat competition. And they offer it every year. So this year we competed against 38 universities around Shanghai and the Yangtze region. So it's a very, very good experience. I highly suggest you to search for this kind of activities here around Fudan. And of course, besides these kind of activities, you'll also have plenty of things to do around Shanghai. Fudan is located in a great area in the city. It's got a lot of green. It's got a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars, a lot of parks around here. And Fudan campus itself is already a beautiful park. So, for example, for Easter, in the beginning of the year, I gathered some friends and we went to Jiangwan campus to do a picnic nearby a lake that there is in the campus. So here in Handan campus, which is the main campus of Fudan University, we will find Guanhua Towers, which is maybe one of the most important landmarks for Fudan University. You can see here, it's this tower here in the picture. And it's a very beautiful tower, of course, and the campus itself is also very traditional, very historic. campus. We have even a museum here in the campus that I highly suggest you to visit if you have the time. We can see a lot of tourists coming in and out all of the time. Sometimes it's very beautiful. We see a lot of families coming in, parents with small children that aspire maybe one day to study here in Fudan University. So it's a very interesting experience to be here. I love it very much. And I must admit, I still have some time here to stay in Fudan University. But on many days, on many occasions already, sometimes I'm just biking from the building, from my dormitory to the place where I have classes, which in my case is Wenke building. And sometimes I'm just biking one way to another, and then I just realize, well, I'm here in Fudan, in this great university, and I keep looking at the sites as I go by, and I just think, well, when my time here at Fudan ends, I will miss this a lot. And I've thought about this a lot of times when I bike, because it's so good. Life here in Shanghai, life here in China, life in Fudan is so good, and I already miss it. Even though I still have a lot of time here, but I already miss it because it's simply fantastic. I'm very proud to be a Fudan student, and I'm very thankful for Fudan and for Serpa to have me here as an international student. I live in the main building, which you just heard about it, the International Students Dormitory. It's a fantastic place. You'll have a great infrastructure, and you'll have a great view. Also, both the sunrise or the sun down, it's super beautiful. And I'm sure if and when you come to Fudan, you'll have an amazing life, an amazing experience. And I hope you can enjoy it as much as I do, because it's really, really worth it. And I highly recommend you to, while you stay here in Fudan, even though it's not a requirement for your course, I highly suggest you to also learn Chinese. You will see that the Chinese people, incredibly, they have a lot of patience for us foreigners and to deal with our Chinese. And to be very honest, the Chinese people, and this is an important aspect, right? When you move to another country, when you move to another city, doesn't matter, to see how the people are. And I can guarantee you that the Chinese people are one of the kindest and most amicable and friendly people that I have met. I mean, I go out in the streets and people are always curious as to where I'm from and what I'm doing here. And every time I say, well, I'm a Fudan PhD student, they're always like, oh, because Fudan here is a big deal. So I mean, it's very interesting. They're always very, very interested in what we do here. And during my first days here in Fudan, I went out and I was searching for a place. I want to find a restaurant to meet some friends. I wasn't finding the place in the map, and then I asked a person in the street, and she took me to the place. She spent 15 minutes to take me to the place. And then when I said, like, well, I don't know how to thank you, it's very kind of you. And then she mentioned she was very young, and then she mentioned, oh, it's my honor to help people in need. And I was very moved by that. And I have met a lot of people here around China like that are very kind and very caring towards people. And you will see this here around the whole city, and you will see this here in Fudan University with all the staff that you're gonna meet and all the friends that you're gonna make. So I welcome you to Fudan University, and I say this again: if you have any doubts, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I will be happy to help and talk to you however I can. I think people need to come to China, and they need to come to Fudan University and see the real China, see how China works, have a life here, and see how amazing this place is. And I'm sure you're gonna have a great experience, and I will be happy to help however I can. So please let me know if you want to talk more, and I'll be happy to talk to you and help you as best as I can. Thank you very much.
Hey Pedro, it's Darwin here. Just wanted to say thanks for the input.
Okay, it's a very impressive sharing by Pedro. And now let's welcome Jaylene. Are you there? So Jaylene, she's our undergraduate student who's studying economics, the UIP, the English taught major in Fudan, and now she's doing exchange in the Netherlands. So now let's welcome Jaylene.
Yeah, can I share the screen now? Okay. Can you all hear me, right? Professor, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Okay.
you. We can hear you.
Okay, let's start. Hello, everyone. My name is Jaylene Shen Zhishan. I'm from Bangkok, Thailand. I'm a third-year student here at Fudan University School of Economics UIP program, which is the English taught program. Today, I will share with you all about my life at Fudan from both in-class and out-of-class activities. And at the end, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me at the end. And also, as a heads up, I'm not in Shanghai right now. I'm in Amsterdam because I'm on an exchange program, and we will talk about the exchange program at the end of this session too. So firstly, the most important thing I want to talk about is classes and courses, because Fudan is a top university in China. It has put a large emphasis on academic strength, and throughout your 4 years of education at Fudan, you will be flooded with strong academic skills. You will be confident for your future path, whether you're aiming for grad school or you're going to the labor market. And so my major is UIPE. And here is a glimpse of how UIP classes is, because it's an English taught program, but still the professors are from China, but they graduated with like a very high degree from abroad. And the class format will be mainly lecturers giving lectures, and most courses will demand students to have group presentations, essays, and projects. And for my major, it is quite a small class with only around 40 students, Chinese students with 5 or 6 international students per batch. But this also depends on your selected majors. And also we also did a lot of reading, research paper, debate, and group work in general courses, specialized courses, and professional core course. I would say professors at Fudan are quite professional, and they are very approachable. During the class office hour, you can approach them and ask questions. And there also will be TA session, which is the teacher assistant, where he will go through the homework and conduct Q&A sessions. And Fudan also gave me a lot of chance to read a lot of economic papers and interpret the data and run the regression. And here is a photo of us doing the debate in economic history class. And also in Fudan, we have so many presentations. You will develop your presentation skills a lot. Yeah, and personally, I enjoy doing the presentation so much because it gives me the chance to talk to the students. And here's my timetable and my notes throughout the first year at Fudan. Study workload at Fudan can be not so easy and not so chill during the freshman and sophomore year. And as you can see from my timetable at the left, it is quite packed, right? So I have class every day, and usually one courses will take for 4 to 5 credits. And apart from going to the lecture, you have homework after the course, and you still need to review and preview for the upcoming midterm and final exam. So I would say studying at Fudan, you need to put a lot of effort into achieving your dream GPA. And the right side is some of my notes from my microeconomic classes and also calculus courses. Yeah, usually during the course, you take notes along when the professor teach. And outside the class, of course, there are some company visits like this is mostly from my School of Economics company visit. So our School of Economics, they did company visit for international students and also from master student of EMA program. And as you can see, last semester, we went to ByteDance in Shanghai and also to Tencent and Tesla. There are actually more in this semester, but because I'm on exchange, so I didn't go. I saw that they went to Starbucks, they went to Huawei. So there's a mix between like both the Chinese companies and also international companies, because Shanghai is home to many international companies. So if you study at Fudan, you will get more exposure and more chance, I would say, than if you go to study in other cities in China to get a chance to go to these companies. And often, apart from company visit, Fudan as a school, the whole school also have the company sharing sessions for students to attend to explore more internship opportunities. Because one of the reasons I chose to study in Fudan is because I want to maybe work in Shanghai in the future or stay in Shanghai after graduation. So I'm looking for internships and also maybe job opportunities at the international companies in Shanghai, because I feel like for us international students, it might be more suitable for us to go to aiming for international companies rather than the local companies. But this also depends on your preference as well. So as you can see, we have L'Oreal, we have Estee Lauder. If you're for accounting, we also have EY and also P&G. As you can see, these companies are also looking for Fudan students because Fudan students are what they're looking for. Next one, let's see the campus and classroom environment. Fudan has 4 campuses, right? I stay in Handan most of the time, but often I travel to another campus on a school bus for free using a student card. And here are the classes in Handan campus in the South District in fall last year. In autumn, it's very beautiful. And also you can see the 光华楼草地, 光草. It's the place, the glass in front of Gonghua Lo, where students will picnic in spring or like take a nap. Yeah, so our campus is very beautiful and also super beautiful in spring when there's cherry blossom. And another campus that I like a lot is Jiangwan campus. It's a campus for law schools, and the building style is very much like in Europe, like in where I am now in Amsterdam. And they have a very new and advanced gym and swimming pool. And there's facility like tennis court, basketball court, football fields, and library. I usually go to Jiangwan during the weekend to study there and to change some environment. And transportation in Shanghai is super convenient and cheap. Like, I never realized how cheap it is until I come to Amsterdam, and I feel like, oh, Shanghai is already super, super cheap. You can travel by subway, by metro, or by bus, or by public bike if you like cycling. I usually cycle every day. And if you don't like cycling, maybe you can buy a scooter, electric scooter, and in our school, that's what a lot of students do. And life at Fudan. So I would say my life at Fudan is quite fun. Apart from the heavy workload, I still find times to attend activities because that's the main reason I came to study abroad. Not just to study, but to gain experience. So this is the first thing. I joined the Schools of Economics event and I got a chance to give a speech in Chinese for the 100-year anniversary, which was broadcasted all over China. And that was very eye-opening for me. And friends, I love Fudan friends. I think Fudan friends are very friendly and easy to start a conversation with, easy to make new friends, and there's always chance to make new friends when you go to cafeteria around the hallway. Maybe for me, like especially the local students, they're quite interested in international students' culture, where you're from, and curious about many things. They would want to start a conversation with them. Or if you want to know more about China, you can start a conversation with them first. They are very welcome. And yeah, I have made a lot of friends in Fudan. And maybe more pictures about Gonghuolo. Gonghuolo is like a landmark for Fudan, and I usually take a lot of photos with Gonghuolo. And these are the first day I arrived at Fudan. So I got my student ID card, and of course, check in at Gonghuolo and post on Instagram. Yeah. Next one, canteen, cafeteria. I'm here in Amsterdam, and I can make a comparison about the cafeteria very clearly. So in Amsterdam, they don't really have a big cafeteria or a lot of food, but in Fudan, food is heaven. Everywhere is food, and food is so cheap, and you have a lot of varieties. And usually I eat at school every day because it's very cheap and you don't need to cook by yourself. Yeah, Fudan has a lot of cafeteria. The biggest one and the best one, everyone say, is the Beichu in the north canteen. Yeah, you can enjoy the variety of food. That's what I do after stress from exam. And also more activities. I would say there are really more activities in Fudan than my university here in Amsterdam. Fudan has a lot of singing activities. If you're a singing or dancing person, you can join a lot. Yeah. And also, this one is the graduation season. It's my most favorite season. It's the time that you take a lot of photos, you say bye to your friends, but also it's the happy time that you graduate them for their hard work throughout the year. And I also help organize the graduation prom for UIP students. Next one is my exchange semester here in Amsterdam. During the second year, students will start to think about going exchange on the third year. Most students will go on the third year because it's the year that you still have time to prepare for your graduation when you come back, and you already have 2 years time at Fudan, so you want to explore somewhere different. So that's why I chose to come exchange. And Fudan has a list of schools that you can choose that you want to go exchange. For me, I chose Amsterdam. One reason was because they have a very good English levels in the Netherlands, and also University of Amsterdam is also a top schools here. So it's my 1 year, oh no, not 1 year, 1 semester here in Netherlands. Yeah, it was enjoyable. And the second picture in the middle is my fellow Fudan students who come exchange with me together in this semester. Yeah, so that was brief sharing of me. I'm from UIP class of 2021. If you're directly interested in UIP, I can answer like specific certain questions. And there are still many more things for me to try when I go back next semester, and many more friends to know. So if you're curious about Fudan Life or UIP or exchange or anything, you can reach me through this channel. And I also have a YouTube channel. If some of you ever watched before, like we have a campus tour or like dorm tour, but that was like last year. So maybe if I go back, I will do like an updated version. Yeah, so I'm open to any questions if you want to ask now. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you, Jillian, for a very good experience sharing about your life in Fudan, in Shanghai, and even in Amsterdam. So now, the next part is Q&A. So everyone, if you have any question, you can ask us. And Jillian, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, so maybe you can stay in the meeting room in case there are any questions, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you can ask us if you have any questions about the application or study or life in Fudan. You can yes, you can just turn on your microphone and ask us directly.
Could you please represent the undergraduate programs that are taught in English? Because I didn't quite catch it yet.
Okay, so you didn't catch that, right? So I will present you the undergraduate English taught majors again. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, so this is our English taught majors. As you can see, we have 3 English taught majors: the clinical medicine, which is 6-year English taught, and the economics, which is the UIP, and also the global Bachelor of Finance, which is the GBF. So at present, we have these 3 English taught undergraduate majors. And if you want to apply for this, you need to prove your English proficiency by providing TOEFL or IELTS or Duolingo or PTE. But if your high school is fully English taught, or if you are from an English taught country, then you don't need to provide these. And also you need to provide your passport, transcript, your high school graduation certificate or impending certificate or personal statement and 2 recommendation letters. And if all the documents are approved, you'll take the interview. So this is the schedule. The interview will be in April, and the exact time will be announced around that time.
Perfect. Teacher,
Yeah,
can
yeah.
I add on something?
Sorry?
Like, can I add on something about the English taught program?
Yeah. What else do you want to know?
No. I want to answer the question.
Okay.
So I want to share about like when choosing the English taught or Chinese taught programs, because I also have this kind of like hard to decide moment whether I should go for Chinese taught or English taught programs. For me, I would say like if your Chinese is good, like HSK 5 or above, like 6, I say you can try the Chinese taught programs. But for me, even though I also got HSK 5, I still think my Chinese is not good enough for Chinese taught programs. So that's why I chose English taught programs, because I'm studying in economics. And if you can imagine studying economics in like the Chinese program, your books will be in Chinese, professor will speak in Chinese, and will you be able to understand the economics word vocabularies in Chinese, and you have to study calculus in Chinese? That is quite tough, even though you got HSK 5 or 6. Because for me, I think HSK is more like the daily life conversation. I think it's not enough to study like finance or economics in Chinese. So that's why I chose the English taught programs. So maybe you can evaluate your Chinese level first before making the decision to go for the Chinese taught or English taught.
May I also add something?
Yeah, you can add something.
And I have one more question. What is the total students in finance program and economics? Like, what is the total in each program?
In UIP program, there are maximum 20 international students, and in GBF, yes, the same. I think around 20 international students. Yes.
What is the full total, including the Chinese students and international students?
Well, it's hard to say because it depends on how many Chinese students apply. We don't know. Yeah.
And if I may, I would just like to add something that Jillian mentioned. By the way, Jillian, your slides are very beautiful, and now I want to eat Haidilao. I want hot pot now. I saw the picture there. One of the perks of being here in Fudan and in Shanghai is that you're gonna eat very, very well, like Jillian mentioned. And just adding on the Chinese taught or English taught programs, I have friends, both Chinese and foreign friends, and on both programs, both types of programs. What I constantly hear is that, well, if you want, it's like Jaylee mentioned, it's HSK might be not enough for you to fully follow the programs. Of course, if you have a high Chinese level, then it's gonna be easier. But what I would suggest, based on what I heard, is that try to study not only HSK, but also the specifics of your research area. So you know the vocabulary of that area. If you don't know the specific vocabulary, then it's going to be more difficult. For me, the choice was easy because I only have HSK 3. So of course I had to go to English taught programs. But I highly suggest you, like I mentioned, to study Chinese. Either before or during your studies here in Fudan, because having contact with the language and the culture is extremely important. And also for you to like get immersed in life here in Fudan and in life in China. And another thing also very interesting that I would like to mention is that no matter which program you choose, you'll have a high quality study. The professors will be extremely important to you. They will be renowned. They will be very present. You can talk to them constantly. You can arrange meetings. You can go to coffees, lunches, and dinners with them. Also provided by the school and by Fudan, or you can ask them to go out with you to discuss your research. They're very open in this regard. And also Fudan International Students Office also offers a lot of programs and a lot of cultural gatherings for you to connect both with other foreigners and also with Chinese people. And one last thing that I would like to add, if you have any doubts about the kind of program that you want to choose, maybe one good thing for you to do is to come here to have an experience. I think Fudan offers a lot of short-term experiences for you to see the campus. For example, I came here for the first time in 2018 for a BRIC summer school offered by Fudan Development Institute, and I stayed here for 1 month. And that was the moment, by the way, I already had the idea of come to study in China and do my PhD here. When I came in 2018, I was doing my master's. And when I came, that's the moment I was marveled and enchanted by Shanghai and by Fudan. And that was when I completely decided 100% that the place I wanted to do my PhD was Fudan. And I would do everything in my power to come here to this university. So this experience was extremely important for me. And I highly recommend you to also search this kind of opportunities. And they also offer scholarship. So you can search for this kind of opportunities in Fudan think tanks, Fudan schools, and also Fudan ISO for this kind of opportunities for you to come and stay a period here. I'm sure you're gonna absolutely love it.
Oh, can I add something about the short term? So I know a lot of friends who want to study for Chinese taught programs because there are more varieties, right? More choices to choose for Chinese taught program, but they're worried about the Chinese level. So they decide to come to Fudan to study the language course first, maybe 1 semester or 2 semesters to improve their Chinese to up to the level that they can go for the Chinese taught programs. That's also another choice you can do. Yeah, but I would say the advantage of studying for English taught program is that you can both enhance both languages at the same time during your stay in China. So you go to class in English, but you out of class, you speak Chinese. And that's what I did. Like in class, I speak English, out of class, I speak Chinese. So I can improve Chinese while I'm not forgetting English. Yeah, that's the advantage.
That's my case too, and I'm still studying Chinese, by the way. So it's a constant, hopefully a constant progress. So yeah.
Okay, any other questions?
Hello, can I ask a question about the 2 recommendations letters that we need to upload while applying for the scholarship. So I have a question: is the first recommendation letter should be by my professor from bachelor degree, and the second letter should be from, for example, from the Fudan University professor, because currently I'm studying at economics and business non-degree Chinese course, and I can ask my teacher to write a recommendation letter for me. Is this correct?
Okay, and it is not limited of the recommendation letter. It can both be from your teachers of your previous school, or you can get the letters from the professors that you want to study, like from the Fudan University. It's both are okay. Yeah.
Oh, so can I also, for example, come to my future professor in master's degree course, and I can ask him to write a recommendation letter for me as well? Oh, okay, thank you.
Yes, you can. It's worth a
Thank you.
challenge. Yeah.
If I
Thank you
may
very
add
much.
something, if I might recommend you something is if you have the intention to contact a Fudan professor, try to do it with months in advance from the period of application, because of course Fudan is a top university and professors here are very busy, so they might take some time to reply to you. And also it's recommended for them to give a letter to you that you develop some kind of relationship and some kind of explanation of your research to see if they connect, so they can give you a letter of recommendation. I would not suggest you to send an email. I've seen this happening, so that's why I mentioned this. I would not advise you to just send an email asking for a letter, because the professor won't know you. So try to talk to him or her and develop a relationship and explain your research to see if there is a connection between what you want to do and what are the interests of the professor. Okay, and for sure, I don't think having a letter from a professor is a limitation. I think it's very good if you can do it, because that already shows that you have someone that you know here and some interest in a specific research that someone conducts in Fudan. But in my case, for example, I got my letters of recommendation from my professors from my master's and from another professor that used to teach here in Fudan, but that I already had a work relationship. So I recommend you to see your options and try to do your best. And good luck.
Thank you for the advice.
Okay, due to the time limit, I think the enrollment session maybe 结束怎么说？ come to an end. Will come to an end, and thank everyone for your participation, and thank our students for sharing their experience. If you have any further questions about the application and the study, you are feel free to send us email and call us. And also, you can also visit our website for the latest admission requirement. Okay, so now let's say goodbye. Okay, and if you have questions, don't hesitate to contact us. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.